So, uh-oh. I don't know if I've heard this. Hey! In a special edition. Oh yeah. I got it. So here we have this called the Spaghetti Mac, and because I've been doing a lot of work with Google, and I don't really work with GitHub, but I know I have to in order for to use certain apps. So I do. I'm just not big on the forum, even though I like GitHub, what they do. I'm just not a big. I don't make repos. I don't know how to. I don't want to. Just to be frank, but they've been watching with VirtualBox because I've been doing some things that I haven't. It's kind of like top secret. It's like a different than what you see on YouTube and stuff. And so I'm going to be releasing that on the website. But I've been doing more tests with VirtualBox, and I kind of got a good thing coming. But this is Visual Code, and this is so much better. I installed. Oh my god, I couldn't believe how horrible it was. Visual Studio 2019 is the full installer with all the different apps. The UI layout design is horrible. It's like you're looking at Windows 98. Anyways, this will run a Punchbox install of macOS using GitHub's repo, and they sent it to me. Google and GitHub put this together for me because I had contacted them. I didn't know how to install it, and it's like they have me want to run it on Linux, and I can't get Linux working correctly on this machine. And this is a pro HP. This has like fully potential to. I don't know why I can't explain it, but anyways, I just have to write some code right here real quick. I have to get the code though. Gotta find it. It's all it is 7 lines of text that makes these virtual machines run and think they're running the Apple iMac or, you know, whatever would say like an iMac 11 or iMac 15-inch. Like, I got Big Sur running, but there's nothing exciting about Big Sur, and I have no audio, there's no audio drivers with VirtualBox. You can run VirtualBox Mac OS with full audio drivers. It's just gonna, you have to hybrid custom build your machine and get all the plugins, because VirtualBox hasn't really worked that out yet. So I gotta minimize this, and then I gotta find the code. So you're gonna see some really glitchy stuff on the screen. Oh no! Oh god, I almost that would have been a big mistake. Launching a batch in command prompt. Oh, this is the best mix right here. Did it! Hold on. So we're just copying the 7 lines of code, and maybe it'll work. I don't know. We'll find out. I don't know. I can't guarantee it. You are a cinema, wonderful, wonderful. I don't know. Oh, I don't know if I'm having. Oh, I'm not doing VirtualBox. I don't think I need. I don't know if I need to enter that in. Oh God, I'll have to take it out because that might mess up this whole thing. Because that Visual Studio's managing it. We're gonna do a spaghetti install. It's called the Spaghetti Mac OS by GitHub that we're going to install if I can. I'm gonna have to try one of 2 ways. So I don't know if it's gonna. Let me see if I can read it. If it's gonna be using. Wait a minute. Whoa! Where are we? Oh my God! I'm in the wrong script. This is my app that Google took off of my device. They got my JSON file out of one of my APKs. And I don't know how the fuck it got mixed up with goddamn Mojave. It's nothing to do with Mojave or Mac. What am I doing? How is it in here? Wait a minute. What is going on? Node. Workspace folder. Hold on. Go Microsoft. Okay. Launch program. Workspace. Okay. Launch. Oh, no, I can't do it in Firefox. So, where's my spaghetti data? I'm gonna have the wrong. That's so weird. They took it offline. That's just weird, you guys. I don't think you understand. I just had to open, and I have to go through the goddamn server. Oh my God, no! Don't tell me, there it is! No! Oh my God, where is it, you guys? Where is the Mac Spaghetti? I just saved it! Open Workspace. Yeah, we gotta find this. This is not okay. Desktop Catalina Island, VS Code. What? What is all this shit? Oh, it's just reading off anything that it can... Wow, it's just weird that it's finding my private folders. I don't know if I like that. Okay, here it is. I found it. Get not found? Install it? I did! Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? Get it still not installed on this? How many times have I installed and uninstalled? Because that thing is huge. Just like Microsoft Net and all the C++. Oh my god, all the core shit. It takes up so much goddamn space on these goddamn computers. It's like driving me nuts. I can't afford cloud storage. I can't. Download Git already. They installed it already. What is their problem? I just had it open and where the hell did it go? And now they switched the VDI to Catalina. No, they're not taking my Catalina. It was Mojave before. You guys saw that. No, I just got Big Sur running. They're not going to take my Catalina. That took me like 3 days to install. I worked on that for months to get Catalina to run, and they just switched out. They switched it out on me. Virtual Studio has that ability. I didn't realize they have that ability. Because I'm not really online with these big forums, like with these big developers. I'm not. I just do my own thing. What is this crazy thing? Where are they going to get the disc from? They're not using my shit. So they're going to... Oh my god. I have extension pack. I already programmed it. So it is going to be run on VirtualBox. So I was right. Oh god. Here we go. Please make sure VirtualBox is inside. It is. Or signed in the script. No, it's the variable. No, I'm not doing all that. I do not do command line shit. I can't do it. Everything else not signed in will else if. Make sure VirtualBox is on Windows and that the path to the Echo VBox Manager X executable is in the path variable or signed in the script. It's in fucking Oracle. What is the path variable? Where is the path variable? I don't know that shit. I gotta write 7 lines of code. Here we go. Where though? Set. See, they just switched the script on me. I don't know if you realize that. Now it's called the deluxe version. That's not what the file was called before. That's not even the file that was open. What is going on? People will get up. You guys are crazy. What are you guys messing with me? I don't know how to do this stuff. Wow, I can't believe it. I'm so glad I got that recording this, I'm streaming, so I don't have a record to prove that that just happened. That's why I do a lot of screen recording, because when I'm doing testing at software and apps, weird things happen all the time. Like, people don't believe me. Like, I have to get it on record to, like, prove to people, like, there's some things that's happening in technology that's just beyond, like, you know, it's crazy. You found VBox Manage, okay. Yes, it's 6.0 or higher. Yes, it's installed. And it's executable path variable, yes. I don't... Oh, this is a little bit, I think it's a little different mix, Jay. You are not going to install... How did you get into my files? You found another, you found something of mine that wasn't you weren't supposed to. This is a private app that I'm working on. Wait, how did you intercept my shit? Please make sure it's on installed in the path to... Okay, right, so what are we doing? Then what is the point? So I have to do the code? Where's the fucking set the variable data? This thing is... They say it's only... Yeah, right. Yeah, it's not gonna be Mac OS Catalina. Where are you guys getting the, Where are you guys getting the, do you guys have the software? I'm not saying I'm not saying my ISOs and all that. You guys, you tell me you brought all this to me and it's supposed to be auto install. Okay, let's just do this damn thing. Highlight color push button installer. Highlight color push button installer macros are virtual default color. What? Only one open source software identified mod. Okay. Highlight color push button installer macros on VirtualBox default color. Where? How do you do that? Push button. That's what I don't get. You guys, where is the push button? I don't know. God damn it. Oh my god, what do I need C# for? Damn it, we got enough C's. Oh my god, you guys. They're downloading so much stuff on my machine right now. It's like at least 50 plus gigs. I don't have enough room. I got like 20 gigs. It's nothing. Oh my god. Oh my god. I got barely 30 gigs. They've installed so much. They must be putting it on the cloud because they've installed, like, Visual Studio put so much stuff in there. Oh my god. They got my Restream account. What is this shit? How they get in my folder? What is going on here? Oh. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get this thing going, you guys. I don't know how to run it. I just don't. What do I have to... What are the problems? What? No problems have been... Okay, so then let's just get the damn thing going. Okay, so highlight the color. Okay, we're gonna highlight the color. Oh god, you guys, this is squirrely as hell. This is so squirrely. Dude, look at this. Look at how long this is. Oh my god, are you kidding me? It takes me to load the OS. Takes maybe 3 minutes at the most if your machine's running okay. It's gonna take hours. Okay, I guess you just click on a line and push button? Is that how it works? I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know. Function set variable. Customize the installation by setting these variables. Oh, that's right, I have to copy them, damn it! Now they're taking Catalina. Oh my god. I'm just gonna... No, I'm not gonna put another version of OS. I want the real version of Big Sur for free, so I don't have to download it again. Well, I don't have the space for Big Sur, so it can't be that. Okay, so let's just run this. How do we run this fucking thing? Oh my god. I just had it open. I had it open. I don't know. Oh, through the Docker. Duh! No wonder I don't even have Docker installed. I've been hearing about that damn Docker thing. I don't even know what it is. But we're gonna get this spaghetti mac running, hopefully, maybe. Maybe. I gotta download Docker. Oh, look at all these failures. Wow. That's a lot of failures. That's not very good. Oh my god, I don't want any of this shit. I don't want any extra extension. Unless I have to have, but how am I know when I know what I have? Have to have when I don't even know what I'm doing. I just do it. This turnout's a good mix, JJ. I know you're not listening, but I always talk to you like you are. Game, then fuck you. That was my song. Gotta add it to the playlist because I always lose the song. You took this onto a whole nother level, this track. Oh my god. Whoever mastered this really did a good job, I have to say. Oh my god, this song is so oh my god, emotional, to say the least. this song is gonna do well. I already know. It's quality. This one for sure. It will get some plays. People will be down for this one. It's perfect. Damn, this program is huge. That song's hot. Whatever you want. That you made like a long time ago, years later, that have remixed it and remastered it and made it like into a totally new creation. It's an amazing feeling. I don't even know if my machine can handle this Docker. Ow, my back. Ow.
Get your attention and just happen to catch my eye.
Story of our lives.
Inside out of the floor, I'll be what you searched for at 9 on.
Oh my god, the doctor's not responding? What the fuck? Dude, they're fucking putting other shit. It's not working though, you guys. It's stuck. It didn't download. Gosh, wow. It's not okay. Aww.
I'll be your person in the dark, but on the show will make it better than the rest. Fade deep into sleep where things become obscene. I'll be your person in the dark. I'll be whatever. I'll be whatever you want. I'll be whatever you want. When things become obscene, I'll be your person in the dark. I'll be whatever you want. I'll be whatever you want. I'll be whatever you want. I'll be whatever you want.
Uh-oh. Watch out. This is a big kahuna. El jefe. Numero uno. Watch out. Can't fuck with the mouth. Bye! We're restarting.
What's this knob do?
God, that fucking sound quality is insane. It's like I can just hear it in every direction. I'm talking the best. It doesn't get any better, you guys. You can't hear what I'm hearing, but this track, yeah.
What's this knob do?
I love that tropical what? What?
this knob do? What's this knob do?
Oh my god, I have to put it in again? Oh man. I just had it! No! Uh-oh, I haven't heard this one. Uh-oh, watch out. Get ready! Woo! Okay, so we're gonna do the push button! Push button now! Okay, come on, let's just do it! Oh, I have to fucking get. I didn't install Git. Oh my god. I forgot about that. God damn it. Like I'd never used any of these ISOs like Mac Boot, Clover, Tony Mac, Super Duper, MacKeeper. What was I doing? I just fucking... Oh my god, I'm retarded. I'm like too busy trying to hear the music. What does that do? Get off of me, flies! Oh, come on. Why is everything crashing? Oh my god. I did this for the 4th time. I'm really about to lose it. And it's because I'm using this damn tablet. our song. While we're waiting for all that, I might as well just close all this out. Oh no! No, no, no. No, 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 no. I forgot to save it. Hello? I'll just run my Big Sur. This will be my presentation of Big Sur. Okay, Big Sur. What a fucking gay name. I'm stupid. Big Sur. Oh my god. Like, really, guys? Come on. But it worked, and they got back to me because I was mad because I'm already part of the beta program, and like they said I couldn't download it. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, hold up, let's rewind and try it again. And like I waited for them to contact me, and I didn't know when they were going to reach me, and I never contacted them back. I just like forgot about it, and then all of a sudden I tried it again without even looking at my email to see if they'd give any confirmation, you know, to get it. And then I didn't even look at my email. I just like pulled out Catalina, so I'm going to show you exactly how I did it before I run it. So it's not going to be, and nobody's watching this stream, but if anybody is, and anybody wants to know how to install Big Sur, I'll explain it to you right now. But I'm not going to put it in a link because this is a live stream. I don't know if I can attach text to the stream. Maybe I can. I'll just verbalize it. It's not that hard. I'll make the sites very clear what you got to get. It's very easy. You just got to get the right ones. But I can't guarantee that these ones will be available because a lot of times when they come out, people massive download and then they get booted off the system for too many downloads, and then you miss out on a good working VMDK. But I can't tell you how many bad ones I've gotten. I guess we're having audio issues in the mic room. Thank you very much. Senior Bob, Jesse, and Catalina and Island were walking down the beach and they saw a big whale. And that whale was 20 foot long. And then they went in a little boat across the river onto a little island called Catalina. What's up with them? What's up with the music? I know we're not having that music issue. Come on now, dude. For real. Oh, this is my song. From New. Okay. So I got smart. Instead of trying to run like 6 different Mac VMs at the same time, not that not meaning literally run them at the same time, but have them all like installed. Do you know how much space that takes and what stupid it is? I mean, I understand you want to run different. You want to run Linux, Mac, Windows, whatever you want to run. You want to have multiple machines. But let me just say, I gotta pause. Oh, this is my track too. I love this track, but I have to take it down for a second. So, you know, I was, this was the point where I had like 4 or 5, like 2 copies of Mojave, 1 copy of Snow Leopard, 1 copy of High Sierra, and they were working great for a while. And then it all, one day I woke up and every single one of them had disappeared out of, well, they didn't disappear, they just showed that they turned color. That means that the machine came off of its motherboard or whatever. I don't know how it attaches itself, but they all disconnected. And then I try to reload the each individual folder project for each machine back into VirtualBox, and I know didn't work. But I somehow magically was playing with the options because you're not supposed to use Hyper-V with VirtualBox. But Hyper-V was actually created by Microsoft for virtual machines, so it's supposed to work with virtual machines, but there's conflicting information about Hyper-V technology and Hyper. Now there's a difference between Hyper-V and then Hypervisor. And then there's Hyper-V Platform Manager, and those 3 Windows features made by Microsoft to aid in virtual machines, but I think they're for more running virtual machines remotely. But I noticed everything that I have read or heard about in any forum or anything online about Hyper-V, because I was wondering, because I wanted to use it because it's in this Mac and this HP Pro. I want to like take advantage of it, you know what I mean? Like, it's, you know, might as well. I was reading up on it, and I would only use it for VirtualBox, really, because, I mean, it's for virtual machines, so, and I don't really know how to use VMware. I tried it. It was a little too complicated for me. But they have these other ones that are not very common for different operating systems, like QE. So, let's see. Here, let's just say if we were to start a new machine, I'm not going to. So basically, right now, I just have 2 machines. I have the classic Mac OS X, and then I have Big Sur. So, like, if we go in here and we'll just look at the settings, and I'll just break it down exactly. What was that? I heard that. We're not running anything, so you guys shouldn't have tripped out. So, oh, no, here's what we have to do. We have to pretend like we're starting to make a new machine. And then you'll see. Okay, so this is what you do. You just go, click on the tools, and I don't know why there's some people have preference to start it from up here as opposed to like clicking down here or clicking up here or clicking up here and doing new. I can't tell you. I've watched hundreds and hundreds of VirtualBox tutorials. I'm VirtualBoxed out myself. I'm cracked out on VirtualBox. I'm addicted to VirtualBox. I don't know why. Can't explain it. Can't explain it, so don't ask. But anyways, you add a new machine like this, and you know, what are you gonna add? I'll just I'll walk us through the steps, but I won't actually install because I don't have the space. I just got another terabyte external SSD, and it's not even enough. And I have another 4 terabyte SSD that's attached. Not enough. Like, I need a 20 terabyte at least. That's just to run like 3 apps like functionally and fast, you know. So now, really, technically speaking, you don't have to spell exactly how Mac or Windows or Linux spells it, but well, let's try to do a Linux. I have not been successful with Linux, you guys. I had Ubuntu running like maybe last year, and it went great, 18 point something. But the last 2 times I tried to install 20.1, and then this last one 20.4, and no, error. That would not work. And it's something to do with Windows and the subsystem. Because Windows now is installed with Linux in the subsystem. So it's there. I don't even know why they have a desktop installer for, they have desktop installer for Ubuntu at the goddamn Microsoft Store. It's like really gotten weird. It's not the same. Okay, so let's just say Linux. Well, for the Mac people, it's not going to be the same. So I don't really know how to do this. I'm just going by scratch. I usually read from my notes because every step is very particular, and I don't know this. Linux is not my specialty. I just got the Mac down because I was determined. That's the only reason why, not because of anything else. So I'm gonna put it up here. I'm gonna put it just 4096. I just usually, that's why I don't go higher, don't go lower. And do you want to add a virtual hard disk, create a virtual hard disk, or use an existing hard disk? And they say hard disk, right? But you're going to have the options, and these are a very good thing to really know the difference and to really realize ultimately they're not different, they're just packaged differently. So we're going to probably, let me think here. I don't have a hard disk for Linux. I don't have any VMDK, so we're going to create one. So you're going to create a virtual hard disk. That's what we're going to do. And, I don't even know if that's the right one that's supposed to be on. Oh boy, I probably should find out. Hold on a second. Whoa. I gotta figure this out. I gotta look at which, because I got some really good distros recently that I read up on that were supposed to be the bomb. They're really lightweight, but Arch Linux, I installed it, and then I installed perfectly all the way to the end, and then when I go to boot it, just crashes. Ugh. But that program is insane. It has every single OS on it. I can't name one. I don't even know all of them. I haven't really a clue of all the different operating systems. There are many. So let me try to find it. Where's it's in my archives up here somewhere? In here? Oh no, where did I take them off? Zip Linux? Zip Mac? Oh, right there, right in front of my face, Zip Linux. Okay, so we have Tiny Core, Absolute 64, Linux Mint. That's a real popular one. I tried installing that too, and that didn't work. Ubuntu, Tiny Core, Ubuntu. I want to try Mint. I mean Absolute 64 again. Because I really think I should do it because of the learning. I would have a much more chance of learning more about Linux with that many options, but it didn't work. And then I didn't try Tiny Core. I tried the newest Ubuntu, that didn't work. And I don't know why it has to do something with the Windows features because I don't have Hyper-V on. When I first started using VirtualBox, I had Hyper-V on the whole time and it ran great. But then something with the updates and VirtualBox and the extension pack running the, what do you call it? Running the VM machines they started breaking down one by one. What do I want to do? Absolute 64? Let's just try Mint since it's so popular. It will be easier for me to navigate. I'm not a command line person at all. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Oh, God, what am I doing? God, I just heard a dude on a motorcycle speeding. Okay, so that's 64 Linux, 64, Arc, Mint. Okay. I mean, Git is gonna be downloading, and it's taking forever. Dockers and Git. God damn, I'm so not like looking for more hard work. I've had enough with VirtualBox and all the other shit I do on the computer every day, all day. Really, I'm not joking around. See, but this is where I don't know. Maybe I should not. I should do Arc. I should just forget Mint. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Arc. Okay, so still put it up at 4096. I mean, it installed. I mean, honestly, with VirtualBox, every time I run it, when it has a machine that is adapted properly and is attached with all the right parameters, it will run perfectly every single time you turn it on. But if you are off just slightly, it just breaks down naturally. It's so organic. It's weird. I mean, these machines are so sensitive, and they do start to transform. Like, I have literally watched VMDKs turn into virtual hard drives, and then turn into VDIs, and then turn into VDIs slash dot VHDs dot VDIs dot VMDKs, and then ultimately turning into VMDK. I have one VMDK MacOS Mojave that's like a special edition because it's like the way it was made. It's the only one that I got to work. It doesn't. I have the ability to read and write on the C drive. Like the VMDKs, a lot of them that they provide on these third party, they're rigged with non-admin. They say that you have admin privileges, but you can't read or write on the hard disk, and that's bullshit. And then when you go to try to change the security preferences, that's all squirrely. You can't download from any other thing than Apple. It's all rigged. Yeah, you got to be very careful when you're picking, and I'll name a few like TextViewer, GeekRAR, TextProbe, Tech Guy, Info, Zoom, Into Guide. All of those people, I've used their product, and 60% of the time it's been shit. And then I got lucky like 20% of the time, and I had to test it over and over and see, because every single tutorial I've watched or every single article I've read on how to set it up correctly, I'm telling you guys, every single person does it not consistently tell you the same thing. And I can't tell you how many times I've sat through a 30-minute tutorial and watched them run it perfectly, and I emulated the same thing and it didn't work because they have literally been paid to edit that video down to take out the parts where it's not booting up. They edit it down. They are, and when, here's a good thing, when they're going really fast and they're making the video so you can't see where how they're doing the settings, that's a dead giveaway. That, I can't tell you how many videos, especially with the younger YouTubers, they do a lot of young tubers, tech geeks, like they make these tutorials real fast and like all this house music or whatever, and like loud, and like they speed through tutorials like it's like some goddamn party, and it's not. Create a virtual hard disk. Okay, so I'm gonna do a 30. Wow, I'm stuck. So here's what I was gonna get to. This is the heart and meat of VirtualBox right here. This thing. So, but usually we all want to go with the VDI because it's the slimmest. It's a virtual disk image. The hard disk is like just like that, but it actually takes up physical volume on your machine. The virtual disk is virtual. The VMDK is like the virtual hard disk, but I can't explain why. How it's like a combination of VDI and VMD. Now, these guys they are actually used. The HD parallels, people do that. That is not uncommon. And the QEMI. Now, that is a whole nother technology that's on another level. That's not, like, I have not seen that. I have been hunting for it. I can't find that many people that know how to use that configuration or the OS. And then there's QED, QEMU embedded. Now I'm going to find out through this Arc Linux what kind of operating systems those um, um, peripherals operate. But what I did find out, which I didn't know for many years, I started this whole project like in January, February of this year. So it's going on like 8, 9 months, and no, maybe 7 months. And I got it, like I actually learned it in 7 months how to do it. And I didn't know shit. I went from not knowing a single clue about virtual machines to I got it down. I can say that through many fails. So what I learned is that people that use VirtualBox, VDIs were made for people that use VirtualBox, apparently, and VHDs were geared towards people that run, I think it's VMware, or VMware was geared for people that use VMDKs. It was designed for VMDK style disk. And then VHDs is another company, but I can't think of it at the moment. But the three were designed, they were architectured, they were orchestrated specifically to run on VMware or VirtualBox, and they're very different environments. Okay, so I'm gonna do VDI. I'm just gonna do fly. Here's the thing though, I have 30 gigs left on. I'm gonna do it on my. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna give myself enough space because I'm gonna do it on my SD. I forgot about that. I have a SanDisk portable SD that I was so excited about, and basically that thing is kabunk. I had to reformat it. I had to do this whole security BitLocker thing and to separate the particles because it's an SSD. It was not attaching. It could not find the right drivers. It was saying that 999 gigs were gone, and all my shit was gone after I just backed up my whole. So I basically lost a whole computer in space, and I could not retrieve it. So I had to put BitLocker on it, and I had to format it like 3 times for it to allocate the space. A healthy NTFS drive. And it was really frustrating. I'm like, I spent $140 or $160, I think. Maybe it was $180 even. It was up there. But I don't have a way. There's where I live. There's not many places, and I don't have the time to wait to order online. Like when I'm out of space, I need it now. Like I buy portable. What do you call them? The 3.0s, portable US OTGs. I buy those like weekly, practically. I go through them every day. Like it's just backing up. So I know I'm talking a lot. So I'm going to do. Whoa, that's not 120. I'm going to do 64. And then dynamically, we know that grows. It grows with how much you use, which is a very good choice. But certain operating systems do not like dynamically allocated drives. And that you'll find out through trial and error. It's all about, you got to test it out. And then I'll just point out a few other things. And with this, you don't have to write any code for Mac OS. You don't have to write the strings of text for I love you, Apple, please don't steal from me. I can't believe there's such a huge community. Like Hackintosh got shut down. There's like a huge community that have been hacking Mac for years, right? It's like a subculture, the Hackintoshers. And I mean, I can't tell you how many videos I've seen of people, and I've wanted to try to use the software, and I've downloaded over, and I can't tell you how many ISOs and DMGs I have of like Tony Mac, iBoot, Multi-Boost, Clover, all different versions for all different Mac OSs, and I have never been able. I got iBoot to boot, but I didn't have no drivers. I can't. I mean, they have like to install like 50 to just to configure like a Mac OS X, or let's say a Yosemite or a or a High Sierra. They have to run their Multibeast and Unibeast, two of the Tony Mac series, and then a third one just to get it on, and have to change their BIOS on their computer, which is very dangerous. Change your BIOS and boot up into a whole. I didn't have to do that, but the one that I had all the drivers installed correctly. But here's the thing: when I went to go and try and recreate that and have a backup, oh no, he would not. He designed his BMDK to not give you root access. Yeah, I'll give you all the drivers, but I control your Mac because it's a network server. He knows every single login. You don't have root access. You have admin access. That's a great thing. You can read and write to the disk, and I've made a hybrid Mac OS that's portable that I'm going to release to the public soon. It's just I haven't had the time to upload it. It's a lot of work and a lot of hours. So that's the only thing that's putting off is the time. But I have one prepped that I'm going to share. But I have to see about I don't know if I can legally do that. He might not. Because I don't know if I have to disclose where I got the initial. I don't want to, actually, because it's designed to, it will take you to the login screen. You don't even have to go through the boot. And then from there, you're on your own. You just log in, create an Apple account, and bam, it's all you. So what I did was I cut, because I take snapshots and I save states. So I just took a snapshot and exported it into an OVA. And then when I re-imported it, it started at the login screen because I stopped the snapshot right after I saved it, and it took a snapshot. I turned the machine off. Bam! It's going to turn on exactly where it turned off. So if it turns on the login, you're not have to go through the boot EFI and go through the verbose booting. You just straight log in. It's great. I can't wait. I would think it would be really helpful for people. And yeah, you have audio, but you don't have Wi-Fi, but you have Ethernet, and you can always download the drivers. I mean, I got Xcode 8 finally to install. That's all I ever wanted, really, in the free iTunes. Okay, so, yeah, this is not the best way to do tutorials streaming. I'm very distracted. I'm, like, taking forever. I usually am not that way. Okay. This gets complicated because I don't know if it has to be Pix. Oh, it already tells me it is Pix. Now, those are probably the most confusing and the most frustrating things is when you have to change the chipset and the type of SATA attachment, whether it's SATA or Pix or IDE, or whether it's a host or it's a non-hosted ISO. That is the hardest part to configure when you have a virtual disk image, you have an ISO file, and you have the settings. That is the hardest because if you doesn't have it configured, and then if there's very often a few times where you will have to set the display to VSMGA. And what that means, I don't know. But it's for special OSs and whatever. Let it be. But with Linux, it's like easy. There, you don't have to work. It basically maps it out for you. You don't have to configure the settings as much. All you have to do is give it the right parameter storage and stuff. So it's already set to PIX3, USB, and usually uncheck that for Mac, and I guess for Linux because it's Unix based. So I'm gonna uncheck floppy. So then when we go to the processor, I'm gonna give it 3. Now technically you can go up to 4. Now there's a full school of people, like I see people that say no, don't go ever past 2 if you have 8. And then there's people that say go all the way up to the red line. And then there's people that say only use one. So there's a whole parameter spectrum of how you choose to use your processors. But if it says to the green and you have the ability to do it, take advantage of it, because they are slow to get going, but they are like a machine. They get warmed up. And dude, they'll be running. I had a Mac that was on for like 4 days straight, and it would refresh from my like sleep state, and it just run perfectly. I barely touched it, and it didn't like lag or anything to log in. I was like, oh my god, how does that happen? And then it turned into a slow. It died. It just basically virtually died. I don't know how they are so unique that way. So I'm gonna give it 3. Acceleration, I don't know about that, so I'm not even gonna bother. Never had to use it. And execution cap, I have heard that depending on if you have a really hybrid machine or whatever kind of computer you have, you can max out, or some electrical damage could happen if you have it at 100% execution. They say you should drop it down maybe by 1 or 2 points if you have a certain type of, if your processors are really high tech or whatever. I can't really say for sure. So we'll leave it at that. Display, you take it up all the way to the usual, max it out, 128. And this one is a VMS VGA. Perfect example. And I did say there's a very few times, and this happens to be one of the times. And remote desktop, which I hate. I don't like people do it, and they do it to me all the time. And they try to set the parameters so they can have it secretly on and access to and I have my machine secure as I can, but people still get through. I've been hacked 3 times this year. Like fully hacked, like my whole machine taken down over the net. Like 3 machines I lost, 2 Macs and a PC. Completely hacked. Storage. What I am going to do, though, is this. I'm going to try the, the bilateral. I'm going to try this bilateral sharing, because I do want to be able to copy files from PC to Linux, and so, because if it's just going to be like I can't really do anything if I can't access my files, you know what I mean, and it's just going to take up more space to create new files, and that takes longer than to use stuff that you're used to working with more on a regular basis. Disk encryption, I've never tried it. It would be a good thing, but I've never, not once, heard anybody talk about disk encryption on a virtual machine, whether it works or whether it's good or whether it's bad. Can't answer that one. Audio, we always leave it at that. And I don't know why for a private network, these drivers controllers are set to things that I don't know. Can't explain it, so it will not be the same for you what shows up. But your default one is what you want, and you want to enable it, and it's not going to work. But some it will. With the Mac OS portable one, that will work. You don't have to get iBoot or Clover or change your BIOS or any of that. But you won't get Wi-Fi. Unfortunately, you have to do Ethernet. Okay, so what else? Where are we? So I think, yeah, you can enable 3.0. Pretty sure. Now, I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out. But I'm pretty sure Linux is advanced enough, especially Arch Linux and Mint and Ubuntu. I'm pretty sure they take USB 3.0. That's pretty much default for any modern day OS. But if you're going back like maybe 5-6 years, you're going to have to use the 2.0s. And then network. Yep, you enabled the network. Now, sometimes I've had to enable it twice, but I don't know. That gets real tricky. I don't want to give advice that I can't say for sure, because it just, like, if something's not working, I will just turn buttons on and off, on and off. Try different combinations, see if it'll work. I mean, I get that a lot of, most of what I've tested and Experience is a lot of experimental. Just seeing what works and what doesn't work. Because the not knowing and then having to go with people that give you wrong information. I can't tell you how many tutorials I've watched on YouTube that are absolutely false. Absolutely false. And then you have to go through all that work for nothing. Serial port, you don't have to worry about that usually. Unless you want to hardwire your computers together, USB, we already did that. Share folders, okay, so I have to make a shared folder. And this is how you put it on. You have to add it there. I'm just going to create one on the desktop. I'm going to find one that's already there because I don't know if I can even create it. Oh, not even on the desktop. Oh, gosh darn it. I have to install it to a different location. You just reminded me. Okay, so we're going to be... Woo! Whoa! 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 No. Hold on. Now, if you accidentally do that, you guys, if you accidentally drag a folder, like an entire folder to go into another part of your system, you just hit escape, let go, and it'll go back. Whoa! No! That wasn't... I didn't say ready yet! Oh my god! Let's change this. We got to... No! Oh my god, that was funny. I know, this is not where it's supposed to go. The snapshot, no, oh no, I have to do this all over. Look at this. This is hard, crazy. Look at this. It's an IDE that's backwards to the left on top of a SATA VDI. That's the hard, and it's a Pix4. I've never even ever heard of Pix. Like, you rarely with Mac do you use Pix. They don't go together. They're not, but for Linux they do. And Linux is Unix based and Mac is Unix. I don't see how. Oh my gosh. I have to change this. It's not supposed to go on my C drive. I don't have the space. God darn it. How do I change that though? Because I already set it up and it's already there. I hate to say this, guys, but we're gonna have to do it over again. I get tired because I know nobody's watching these streams, and I should be recording. I should be streaming, so I'm gonna turn it off and record, just for knowledge. Like, I document everything. I have learned that through a lot of documentation and notations and analytics, it really actually enables you, empowers you to move farther, faster than when you don't have a lot of resources. I can't tell you how thankful I am for all, even though it's a pain in the ass to have all these files and backups, but it's getting me out of being real diligent about security and backing up and like going through the extra effort to like take notes and be safe and have like backups and document, record what you do so you know what you're doing, and then you can go back in time and then recreate things that you accidentally didn't want to create. And we all get in these little messes with computers sometimes where something horrible happens, that you lose your drive, or you get stolen, or you get hacked, or you accidentally, it breaks down, or you don't have money for a computer. All these things suck. And no one should be held back from the stupid shit like that. You know what I mean? Everyone should have the ability, and I'm totally, because I have a website that's nonprofit, everything that I'm going to be uploading is absolutely free. I would never charge for like educational things like these, and I'm going to load a bunch of APKs. I have a big Android APK library. Delete all files. We gotta start over. Like I have like maybe 400 or 500 APKs that I've gathered up. That's just this year. That doesn't include like the past like 6 years. But they're on all different Google Drives. But I'm just gonna make one drive dedicated, and it's just gonna be video links, APKs, and tutorial like documentation and resources. It's just gonna be educational. It's an educational site. I've had it for a year, but I haven't really designed it. It's called organicdevelopers.net, and it's basically like I want it to grow into like it takes over itself and it runs itself. So it's basically a network for free interchange of resources and free access of resources, whether it's all educational, experimental, anything educational, scientific, positive, good, in the tech industry. And if you want to share it, if you want to get space, we'll figure out a way to get you space. If you want to, you need special, it's just dedicated to anybody that needs resources that can't get them or they can't pay for them. And I have access to it. I want to share it, whatever I have with whoever I can. And it's going to be another way for me to let up on my storage because I am not going to pay a premium cloud provider for $100 a month to have cloud service that I can't rely on. I'm to the point where I know it works, and that's what we're at in technology, but I don't trust it. They have our stuff, Google, all this cloud stuff and all this cloud technology. For me, it's really frustrating because it's just another way. It's getting further away from being more secure. As you go in time, as you refine, and as you grow, you should get to a point where you can be as secure as possible because we are in that age of digital drama. It's beyond drama. I mean, people's lives are being wrecked from hacking and viruses. I mean, my Androids that were running great, they got some viruses like probably this year, and that's why they're not running so great. And they're about 3 years old now. And I have multiple tablets and phones and computers and all that stuff. I collect them, but it's weird when you don't know, like the way, like guess worms, and I don't really know about Android viruses. And I just learned about the three big ones that I didn't even know exist. Just like I never thought Macintosh were hackable or were vulnerable to malware and that kind of stuff because the architecture is not designed a certain way. I don't know, but no, we are not. We don't, we are not secure enough. It's ridiculous how much people get over on us. Take it, especially like Google and Facebook and all these huge social companies that own our communication highway. That all the data and apps. Play Store is even and I am a developer. Well, I am starting to with Google Play Store, and they're notorious for apps that steal your data and siphon your data. I get hundreds. I can't tell you how many apps I've uploaded, tried them out, and uninstalled them, and found out. Like I've seen that take my entire image of my system info, like within a single screenshot click of a mount of a arrow hover back move within the app to get like from one screen to the next. It redirected with a screenshot of my like a system info. I'm like, what is this? And I was like some kind of art photo app. I'm like, what? What? And Samsung is even worse because not only are they are installing virtual, they're huge on cloning their apps. Samsung is the number one, like they're the most secure, I think, of any phone company. Like I use Samsung product and I represent Samsung 100%. Like I've never had a problem with Samsung. I prefer Samsung over. I mean, I like other technologies, but I really like Samsung. But they are notorious. I can't tell me how many apps are on that Galaxy Store that are bad, and they don't have reviews. And you're the first one to review it. And then I started thinking, well, why would I be the first one to review it? And then I started to see patterns and algorithms and how they stage their apps. And a lot of their, I don't mean to be rude, but a lot of their developers are in third world countries that are getting paid shit money to produce, mass gameplays. There were like 40,000 camera apps for fucking Snapchat with a camera with the hair and the hearts and the kitten nose face, and I mean app after app after app. And then what they do, they think they're slick. All they do is they switch the developer name of on one app, swap out the icon for the PNG of the app, and they put it onto their other upload as a different company and swap it out, and then they change the name a little bit, and then they say it's a new app, and it's the same app. It just has a different packaging. I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me. It's getting old. Oh my god, you guys, I'm not joking. Everything that I'm telling you is 100%. Like, I'm a tech geek, but I'm not a tech nerd, but I am a nerd. It's like I'm not a tech nerd because I'm not like a full-on gamer, but I have spent years on a game, and I had to stop because it was just ridiculous. I was turning into something that I'm not. Okay, so we'll start this again. I'm glad I'm doing this. Oh, I gotta stop streaming.